Coming up, a sporty car road trip to the Porsche Museum in Germany. I readied the Golf with a delicately applied UK sticker, and the next day was on the road early. Having picked up my mate Alex, we went to collect his McLaren 720S in Wiltshire, where it had been serviced. And the Golf and the McLaren were soon back on the road to Folkestone, where we'd meet our convoy and board the Euro shuttle, once we'd checked in.
Very well, thank you. Yeah, not too bad.
Joining us for the 1,500-mile blast was Oz in a 911 Carrera 4 GTS, Charles and Logan in a Carrera 2 GTS, and Martin in his GT3 RS. And soon we were on Le Tram.
Holy, this is tight.
Be detected in your carriage, the following alarm will sound.
Got it.
I was watching TV and writing letters home to Helen's mum. In the evening, I could occasionally
Having listened to Bob's dulcet tones, we were soon in France
Coach drivers, please close sunroofs and
and ready to start road tripping. However, we stopped for fuel and several children emerged wanting to photograph the McLaren. Surprisingly, my Golf got less attention. The children were thorough, so much so that I did wonder if they were actually customs policemen. Photos taken, we began carving through France, Belgium, the Netherlands and Germany. But then things got significantly less good.
Unbelievable rain.
We had been provided with radios,
Could do with a canal boat.
This is actually some of the worst conditions I've ever driven in.
And me.
a point which was demonstrated shortly after.
Well, whoa. End of day one, and we're up to 530 miles.
Apart from the odd tunnel, the driving conditions on our first day had been horrendous. But 9 hours later, we made it to our hotel. And once we were in, things started to improve.
So we've made it, the V8 hotel here in Germany.
We were here for the suite rooms, which featured an enclosed garage next to your room. We liked the garages. It was an impressive, immersive, automotive place. But we were caught off guard by the cars on display just up the hallway. This was one of the most miscellaneous car assortments I'd ever seen. And after some dinner, we all got to sleep. Well, when I say all,
Here I am looking at a car-themed bed with a car-themed light with my car outside. I think should really be standard in all hotels, to be honest. Look at this.
the next morning we emerged, ready for another day on the road. Today we were calling in at the Nürburgring on the way to the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart. And with the McLaren freshly dinked, we got back at the helm and headed for the hills.
Well, good morning. Welcome to day 2 of our European road trip. And I was gutted this morning because our V8 hotel, despite being excellent in an automotive sense, doesn't do British English breakfast tea.
No matter. Right now, the liquid we needed wasn't tea, but delicious petrol. And we were soon approaching the ring, so to speak.
Alex is gone. Oh yes. Here we are. I mean, we're here.
We shall return one day to take the cars around the track. But today we had a quick look around this enormous cathedral of motorsport lathered with history, got a photo, and got back on the barn, which was dry.
So this is it then, the world famous Autobahn. Famously unrestricted speed, so you can drive as fast as you like. But the problem, as with most motorways, is the traffic. These people are insane. 110, 115, whoa! And then an X-Trail pulls out.
It was quite chaotic.
Oz behind me. Whoa! Ford just randomly pulling out.
Just put it out like you're not there.
I do. I know, do you want to floor it? Pissing Cougar in the way. Come on, Cougar! Good man, T-Rock, pulling it in good. 110, 120. God, it goes like shit out here. 130, that's 210 kilometres an hour. Woo.
The Golf was revelling in the high-speed running, and I was loving it.
But you couldn't do that on the M5. Why is it so bumpy?
But then things got a bit bouncy.
Oz, are you getting jiggled to
Yeah, bouncing all over the place.
I'm bouncing around in here like Lisa Ann, mate. I'm gonna gauge comfort mode, I think. I can't
What the hell is that?
Wow, is that a bridge?
Ah, that would make sense, yeah.
It's massive. What a piece of engineering.
Use the right.
Thank you, mate. I'd have never have looked. Actually, that is lovely.
Many lovely views later, we arrived in Stuttgart, the home of Porsche.
Here we are, after a long drive and no stops, at Das Porsche Museum. The Porsche Museum.
But first, we had to get in the car park.
Oh, this is going to be fun, isn't it? Anyway, right, here we are. This is a good sounding car park now, this.
The museum was like one of Steve Jobs' front rooms. I'd never seen a Carrera GT in person before, one of my all-time favourites, which still looks like it came from just now. Also this, the millionth 911 ever made. Having topped up, again, we were ready for a sprightly run back to the hotel in Cologne. Once yet another child and his very pretty mother had fingered the McLaren, we were back on the barn, doing what these cars do best. We might have been knackered, but these wonderful machines kept us moving, and quickly. As you can see here, the McLaren hit 315 kilometers an hour. That's almost 196 miles an hour.
Come on, Golf. 125, 130. Jesus Christ, at the top end it's lively.
And as far as I'm concerned, this is what cars are all about.
What a trip. What a trip.
Back at the hotel, the cars ticked cool in their garages, while we laughed at the lift.
That's amazing.
And took another look at the detailed Schumacher shrine above the sea of varied automotiveness. The next morning, we realised Oz had been carrying a rather dry passenger, but we thought it respectful that he at least make it to a services bin. So we headed home past this chap who's obviously allergic to dead birds, through Holland, Belgium and France.
Well, after an eye-wateringly thorough customs check, we are now on the train, heading for Blighty.
Back on English soil, I parted ways with the boys and went to Heathrow to wave off my brother Charlie on his travels to Australia. And within a handful of hours, I was back in Devon. Although that was long enough for this to happen. Regardless, the Golf R had made it, and it had managed everything the supercars had done. Except 195 miles an hour.
Alex is gone. Merci beaucoup.
Our road trip suddenly felt like it might have been a dream.
Come on, Cougar! Come on!